Okay, so the last video we did regarding protecting your knees, I showed you an exercise that looked basically like this. It was a band slide where you slid across like this, and what it did was it strengthened around the side of your knee and especially your behind muscle, your gluteus medius muscle, one of your behind muscles. Now I want to go into another exercise that the intention is to protect your knee. Okay, so in this new exercise, I'm going to combine. Come on down here, George. A straight-legged lift that works the muscles that wrap around your knee. So if you add the strength of your hip and the side of your knee to the strength of the muscles that wrap around your knee, it assists you in stepping up like this. Okay. Now, the correct way to step up would be, let's say you're walking upstairs, your hip would push into your heel, and you would step up using the power of your behind. Okay? So if your knees are protected with those two exercises, and the strength of your behind is stronger, again, you'll come up with a hip push and a heel push rather than a knee push. Okay? One of the things that I am concerned with always for people is as people age, they start to knee walk. Okay? Most people, when you're healthy, you hip walk. You walk with your hips. So these two exercises combined, done on a fairly regular basis, will strengthen the hip, strengthen the knee, and then you will walk up and down stairs more correctly with no pain. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today, along the line of what I just said, is I'm going to show you an exercise in the gym called a leg extension, which with healthy knees can be done properly. But if you don't have healthy knees for any reason, I'm going to show you how to move from that exercise into the exercise that I'm going to show you right now that will help strengthen your knees. All right, so continuing in the series of protecting joints, like your shoulders or your hips or your knees, we're going to continue to protect your knees in this case. The first thing I want you all to see is those who work in a gym, this is a leg extension. The muscles it works are your quadriceps. There are 4 muscles together that help you kick your leg forward, like a soccer kick, okay? On a leg extension, you want to line the bar up right around your ankles, okay? And you want to make sure your knees are up against this. When you kick out like this, it's perfectly fine for somebody who has healthy knees. But when you get to the last maybe 10% of the lift, it puts a ton of pressure on your patellar tendon, which is right here, and that's what hurts most people. So what I want to do is show you an alternative to that. So, healthy knees, leg extensions are fine. Non-healthy knees, for whatever reason, this is what you want to do. Come on over, George. This is called a straight leg band lift. Pretty simple. What you want to do is you want to get some kind of a plate or an anchor, and you loop a band underneath. So as you can see, I looped this band underneath, made a little loop here, hook my foot in, and you have to keep your toe up so the band stays. Now, if you can check my posture, George, the bench I'm sitting at is at full length away. I'm not bent like this, I'm straight. Okay, that's a straight leg band lift. What you're going to do is anchor this foot, keep your toe up and your leg straight, and lift it up. Now it's a small range of motion, but what I don't want you to do is what the leg extension does. Don't kick your leg. Keep it straight. You should feel it absolutely right here in the quad muscle, no doubt, and no pain in your knees at all. Straight up, straight down. Also, don't lean back like this. This is a short range of motion exercise. Right here, up, down. And it's quite difficult, so I suggest the lightest band you can, without a doubt. This is the lightest band and it's difficult.
Now, how does that work in terms of protecting your knees?
What it does is you don't get that last 10% whip like this, but yet when you lift your legs, when they're straighter, you work 1 or 2 of the major quad muscles that run from your hip all the way down behind your knee. So it keeps this muscle strong around the knee without affecting the knee kick at the end.
Again, so how does that protect your knee?
It protects the quad muscles that wrap around it, again, without hurting it in a leg extension if it's done incorrectly.
So you're strengthening the muscles around the knee.
That is absolutely correct.
To take the pressure off the knees.
Absolutely correct.
Great, thank you.
Welcome.